Welcome to Girls Night Live. Tonight's show is brought to you by Jessicurl. We'd like to thank our sponsor, Jessicurl. And we have a really wonderful show for you. You ladies have asked for this show about curly hair. Mine's been straightened, so it's not super curly. And I'm very excited to bring these two amazing women who one I've known my entire life, Cindy Trovato, and the other lady is Jennifer Maurer of Edwards Hairstyling Salon in Woodbury, New Jersey. So I'm really excited to tell you about this. And Cindy has fabulous curly hair. Jen's hair is curly. So they know a lot about this. And you've been to other shows that they've done. I guess this is your third show with us, right?
Third one.
Third show, right? We first started when the pandemic hit. So this is the curly show. You asked to see the curly hair show. And so back by popular demand. Take it away, ladies.
Thank you so much. We want to send out a special shout out to Jessicurl for sponsoring this tonight. Unfortunately, in the beginning of June, the founder of Jessicurl, Jessica McGinty, passed away. We lost her suddenly. So the curly world has lost a huge icon. She actually started this company with the rockin' ringlets in her kitchen. And took this journey, and we've been with them since they started about 15-20 years ago. So we just want to thank them again. And she passed away from a syndrome called EDS, which there's information on our Facebook page that you can go out and learn about the disease and, you know, make a contribution if you want to for more research so more people can find out about it. So once again, thank you to Jessicurl. I'm Jen. In case you didn't hear the first time, I'm Jen.
And I'm Cindy.
And we're here to tell you about curly tips and tricks. That's fine.
Yes. We're very excited to be here. We're going to talk to you about everything about Jessicurl, and we're going to tell you how to do each step. You may think like, oh, that sounds silly. I know how to wash my hair. Well, I'm going to tell you how to wash your hair. Yeah.
You're doing it wrong.
Yes. And not only that it's very important to find yourself a curly hair specialist. 15 years ago, I started specializing in curly hair, and it was life-changing, not only for my own hair, but also for my customers' hair and for my career. So for the last 15 years, I've been specializing in curly hair. If you go on Curly Hair Artistry on all the social media, you will find a list of people that are curly hair artist specialties
In your area.
In your area. Okay, so if you are within 2 hours of Woodbury, you want to come in here to see me because it's worth the trip. So you're talking 3 times a year, 4 times at the very most. You come in with dry hair. We do a curl by curl cut. If somebody tells you they specialize in curly hair and they wash your hair first, you know you're in trouble. Okay. So you could even ask that as a question. If you are looking at somebody in your area, go look at their Facebook page. If you see straight, one curly hair and it looks like it's been done with a curling iron, find somebody else. If you can't find someone, send me all your information on Cindy Loves Curls or Edwards Hairstyling. I will search for you. I am on a curly hair page, which I talk to all curly hair stylists almost every day. And we trade tips and tricks. And so that's why, because nothing is in stone. What we're going to tell you today is very general. When you come in and you have your first session with me, it's about 2 hours long. So I pick out everything for you. I teach you how to use it for your type hair. We're doing it, as I said, very general today. So you might think, oh, that will never work on my hair. There's a chance it won't work on your hair. But once you're in a specialist chair, she will help you. As you see, I talk with my hands a lot.
So you're going to learn tonight not to use your hands all the time when your hair is curly.
Do not touch your hair. So I have to talk here because you can't put your hands in your hair. So our layout's going to be is Jen is going to talk about the product. I'm going to tell you how to use the product. And that's what we're going to do. Take it away.
Hey guys. So Jessicurl is vegan, gluten-free, paraben-free, sulfate-free, all the harsh chemicals gone. It is good for everybody's hair type. They have shampoos, conditioners, styling products, and a couple little add-on things like a hairspray and an oil blend and everything else. So it's wonderful. What I'm going to start with is the Gentle Lather shampoo. This is great for those fine hair curlies. Yeah. Want to just need a little moisture and a little bit of extra loving, little cleaning. Cindy's going to tell you how to shampoo with gentle lather.
Okay, so any shampooing, either with the gentle lather, they have two shampoos, so you'll do the same thing on each. The most important thing about shampooing is water, water, water. You have to have your hair completely wet. And 80% of washing your hair, straight hair, curly hair, whatever product you use, is water and invigoration. You need to wet it and invigorate, invigorate. Some people stick their head under and then they're plopping shampoo on. Because it doesn't have any of the chemicals, it doesn't have a lot of bubbles, it doesn't move around. So you have to put, I call it a palmful. You don't want to put it on and it goes down the drain.
A lot. That means a lot.
No, it's not a lot.
That's a decent amount.
You have to do it up
the
front.
size of your palm.
Okay, well, her palm's bigger than mine. I have a baby
Seriously.
palm.
Baby palm.
So palmful on the
We call her
top.
that in the streets. Baby palm. Trovato.
And it goes on your scalp. You're not, I had one girl tell me, oh, I put shampoo on my hair and I rub it on my hair.
Wrong.
Shampoo is for your scalp.
Scalp.
Conditioner is for your hair. Okay, shampoo on the top, a little bit more shampoo, shampoo on the sides, a little bit more shampoo, shampoo on the back. You have thick hair, you're going to need a fourth shampoo in.
And for that thicker hair, you're going to use their hair cleansing cream, which is extra moisturizing for those thick, curly hairs.
Right. So your stylist will actually pick out what is best for your hair because they're going to have their hands in your. So you're going to invigorate, 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 invigorate. Okay, really well. Obviously, I only wash my hair once a week. Every Wednesday night.
Sometimes I'm twice. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, that's true. She puts a lot more stuff in her hair than I do. And so don't call me on wash day because I don't go out on Wednesday nights. So, okay, so you're invigorate and then you're going to rinse it. When I mean rinse it, 100% of the
100.
shampoo needs to be out of your hair. When people say, oh, I have a itchy scalp, that a lot of times that's because you're not taking your shampoo out.
That residue.
That's right. So you're going to shampoo and you're going to, after you're rinsing to get the shampoo out, you're still going to invigorate. When you think it's all out, look down. If bubbles are still coming out, you're going to keep rinsing till there are no more bubbles. Then you're now done the shampoo step. But I have to tell you, your hair will not feel, oh, it feels so nice and slick and slick because there are no silicones. If you feel like, oh, my hair feels so great after I shampoo.
Detangled and silky smooth.
No, your hair's supposed to feel clean.
A little
Okay.
squeaky.
Yeah.
I would say squeaky.
Exactly. But your fingers are not going to run through it. That's why Jen's going to tell you about the conditioner.
So that's when the conditioner comes in. Aloba Daily, again, for our finer hair curly girls. And then our Touche Extra Moisturizing Conditioner. Both of these again, sulfate free, paraben free, nothing plasticky in here, nothing that's going to weigh down your hair. We also have the deep conditioning treatment. This is amazing. This can go on your extra dry days. And what's great about this is it can stay on for 30 to 60 minutes. It can go in a plastic cap. You can go on and live your best life, honestly.
You could go to the beach.
You could go do anything you want.
Yeah. You could put your hair in, go to the beach.
How do you apply those?
Okay, here we go. How to apply it. You do not plop it in, put it on your scalp. No conditioner on your scalp. Okay, conditioner's made for your hair. I'd say, so this is a little thicker. What I'm saying about the palmful in the shampoo is because it's a little watery. I don't want you to waste your product. That's why I'm doing 3 palmfuls instead of saying a quarter cup or something.
Yeah.
Right. So now the conditioners are a little bit thicker. So, give it a good shake and then do a nice amount of conditioner, rub it in your hands, ponytail down.
Or for shorter hair,
Ends.
just the ends.
Okay, so that is your first application. Second application is going to be a little less. I call it icing the cake. When you go to icing a cake, you don't get the knife and start jabbing it into the scalp and into the middle of the cake. You finally go over the cake. Oh, there you go. So you finally go over the cake. Then, this is the important part, you're going to detangle. This is when detangling is going to happen. I usually just use my fingers. If you have a problem with that and you have super thick hair, you might want to take a section, put it out of the way, and maybe use a wet brush. I like using a pick comb or my fingers because when you come to a knot, you never want to hear that noise that goes shh. Yeah, you hear that noise, you are splitting the ends.
The ends down.
And so you're
just going to hold that ponytail and work it through the back end of your hair.
And if you're doing it with your fingers, you're bringing section down. And then once you get all the knots out, you're going to put your fingers in your hair and you are going to put them together and bring them down. If I put under a microscope a piece of hair, the cuticle of the hair looks like layer, layer, layer. We're not to that part.
No,
yet.
we're not a big
Layer, layer, layer. So when, this is it,
This
you
is
ready?
it.
So when your hair is frizzy, the cuticle is open. Our goal is when the cuticle is open, we want to put conditioner and moisture in there, and then we want to close that cuticle. That's when it's nice and shiny. Okay.
Literally what we do all
This
day.
is what we do all day. So we
Easy.
want to keep that nice and close. So you're going to go through and you're going to put your fingers together and kind of pull through your hair. Now you're going to leave that in while you wash your body. The deep conditioner, 20 minutes. If you have to shave your legs and it takes you 20 minutes, there's a good electrolysis that goes around the
Right around the corner
Yeah.
from here.
You should
can
never
get
have
her
this
number.
Yeah. So if you probably have to get out of the shower if you want to do a deep conditioner. But if you're in there for 15 because you like the water on your back and stuff like that, go for it. 15 minutes is fine. But if not, you could get out of the shower and then get back in. That will not help hurt you. But then when you go to rinse it out, you're going to rinse it out pretty well. Okay, so if there's a little conditioner, I don't worry about it as much as I do the shampoo, but just make sure you have it off your scalp area, even though you didn't put it on your scalp, have it off that area, kind of rinse it through, and then just give it a squeeze. And if there feels like there's a little bit in there, that's fine.
Nice, extra moisture for the day. We
That's
call
right.
that a leave-in conditioner.
Oh, yeah.
So you've conditioned, you've cleansed, you've conditioned, you're done. You're right, you're done. Grab your towel, wrong. You're gonna grab this, a flour sack towel, or a cut up t-shirt, whatever you have laying around.
Nice cotton.
Exactly. So what you're gonna do with this is gently squeeze that hair. So you get all, not all the moisture out, but you want dripping moisture out. Not this. Don't do what your mom taught you to do with the rolling up of this tight turban and the terry cloth towel. That will cause more frizz. It will take more of that moisture out than you wanted to do. Once you get done, is there anything else you want to add about the flour sack?
Yes, I do Jen's next step. I do everything in the shower.
She does.
Okay, so I just do it. I have my flour sack towel in the shower. I do this, but now the next two steps we're going to tell you about, I do them in the shower also. Why are we going?
Say what?
So you're going to get out of the shower. You're going to kind of wrap your head up. You're going to get out of the shower. You're going to get a phone call. The kids are going to get, and now it's 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And now you're trying to put your gel on kind of dry hair. It has to go on saturated hair. Put
Saturated.
everything in the shower. My husband.
Not dripping,
No,
but wet.
but she did. She showed
Yeah.
you how to do
Just
that.
get the drips out.
Exactly. But it needs to, when you're putting this product in, you need to hear crunch, not crunch.
Like a wet sock.
Thank you. That's exactly what it sounds like. If you don't hear that, you just put your hands in and put a little bit more water on. That means you took too much out. Do it all in the shower. If you're not going to do it all in the shower, take a step out of the shower and do it then. Don't leave the bathroom, because once you leave the bathroom, it could take you too long to get back. And then you're going to have to wet your hair and start.
And nobody's time for that nonsense.
I know. So let's go to the fillers.
Fillers. So these are what we call fillers. We have confident coils.
The cuticle is open. You're putting it in the middle with the moisture.
That was a demonstration.
That was a
of how to-
demonstration.
How to fill it. How to fill it. So we have our confident coils and we have our rock and ringlets. What these both do is amplify those curls. They enhance the curls. They are making sure that there's no frizz. It's that first layer against frizz fighting. Our confident coils is for our finer to medium hair girls. And our rock and ringlets is for our medium to thick curly girls. Once you have those in, and is there a special way you should put the fillers in?
You're going to put the fillers again in your palm and you're kind of squishing it in, put a little bit more and ice in the cake. Okay, rock and ringlets, you're going to amplify your curls. If you have kind of problems with keeping a curl wave in, rock and ringlets really just gives that extra boost that you need it. So you're filling in in the cuticle, you're having your moisture, and that's going to go in the, one of your fillers. Not everybody needs fillers. Okay. Your
true.
stylist will tell you if you need fillers, if not. If you find that you're using them and everything feels so heavy, you either use less
Drop 'em.
filler or you drop the filler. But I don't usually start people out with fillers unless they have really damaged hair or they really have problems hair and they need help. But then we go right into our gel, which everybody needs.
Spiralicious. I don't know why that name is so great to me, but it truly, truly is. This is our stronghold gel. Now, sometimes we hear strong, we get a little bit nervous. We don't want it to be too hard, too crunchy. So how do we do that, Cindy?
Oh, so you're still in the shower. I know. Don't talk about my shower bill. So this is a little bit watery to you, so you can give it a good shake.
Oh
And
yeah,
then you're
shake
good.
all of them.
Yes,
And
give
make
it-
sure you close your caps.
Yes, because they're all natural too. And you don't want to keep them in the sun. Now they used to have lighter colors. They did go to darkers, but I had one customer that had a little window and she kept her products because they're all natural. They don't have anything in them that's going to keep them for 500 years.
preservatives,
No
none of that junk.
preservative, right? So don't keep them in a little window and don't encourage them to go. But I've never had that problem other than that one girl, and that's been 15 years. So you'll put that in. So first thing you'll do it just like your conditioner. You're going to go from ponytail down. I use 5 palmfuls in my hair.
I use 3.
5, but she'll use hairspray and I won't. So that's how we kind of equal it out. So 5. So the first one will go here and then I'll put some more on it and I'll go like this and I'll go like this. And we're still bringing it through. We're going to ice in the cake. We need it up top to get rid of those frizzies. And then I start putting my fingers through. If you want to use a comb, you could use the comb. You
Or
could
your
use
wet
the wet
brush.
brush.
Or your
Yeah.
denim.
Denim,
Right,
some
some
people,
people
it
do
really
like it.
thick hair.
Yeah.
People do like them.
They need that denim.
Gets it in there. Okay. So at this point, you've gone through. I go sideways and I go like this. And you hear, what do you hear, Jen?
A squishy sock.
And you don't hear it, you're in trouble. Put your hands in the shower because you're still in the shower using all that water and kind of sprinkle it on a little bit more. I go upside down. I don't wrap it tightly and I put it on a turban.
I don't do any of that.
And you just
I
let it drip
squish
on
it
the
in.
shoulders.
No, what I do is I squeeze at the end to make sure that I don't
yes.
have any drippy gel coming down. And I'll get into my root area and just make sure that nothing's dripping. And then I hang that back up and then I leave.
Oh, so you just get out of the shower
And
and
I
go
just
from
look
there.
amazing.
This is
This
a
is what
little
I
off
look like.
topic. I'm gonna go off topic.
Mhm.
Go off topic. As soon as you get out of the shower, you want to put your moisturizer on. Your pores are open. It is the best time to moisturize. And when I started doing that a million years ago, it was the best. I never have dry skin. I never have anything. Good
Supple.
moisturizer. I usually we love hemp, the hemp moisturizer. Did I just say we love that? We're in New Jersey. We're allowed to love hemp, right? And yeah,
Everything's
whatever.
fine.
And so you rub it in well, rub it in your elbows, rub it in, and then go do whatever you're doing. Now my hair is wrapped. I'm giving you 10 minutes, ladies.
10.
And gentlemen, if there's any men out there,
Yeah,
I don't
this is
know. But
Great
there
for
are,
the guys too.
you know, pass it on to your husbands if they have curly hair. They need to use gel. Most men say, oh, I'll use the shampoo and conditioners, but I refuse to use gel because I don't want it stiff and sticky. I'm going to tell you how to get rid of that later, but make sure they put gel in. Okay. So then where was I? I was okay, wrapping it
See
up.
what I have
10
to, see what I
minutes.
have to deal with?
10 minutes to go get dressed. Now
So
we're back in the shower.
we're
We're
back
back
in
in
the
the bathroom,
bathroom.
dressed.
dressed.
And I take my flour sack towel
Mhm.
off and I give it a good shake and I say, okay,
Shake it.
now what am I going to do? So
What are you gonna do?
what am I going to do? I'm going to put more product on.
No.
So a little bit more gel. I start, okay, so I like it going in this direction. I start, now I stop putting my fingers
Oh,
through
we
it
do
at
work
this
on the same
point.
side. That's weird, isn't it?
Oh, this is the girl side.
Is
Didn't
it?
start hairdressing school? There used to buy guys, there used to be a girl side. So we wore it on this side.
Love you,
Excuse me.
friend.
Yes, we're still at work, as you say. So I start placing it where I want it to go, okay? And then I put some gel and I go around the perimeter. And I go all the way around the perimeter, because this is where I get frizziest. So wherever you get frizziest, you want to put one more layer on it, a little bit more, because usually my hands will go this one, and then I need a little bit more, this one, and then I'll do this on the top. Okay, so there's 2 ways to go from here. We're going to talk about pinning, but what I just started doing, I hate diffusing. Jen's going to tell you all about diffusing. She loves diffuse. If I diffused, I would have my dream hair. I want to be South Philly Italian. I want to walk around with my hair
Some people don't
curly
know what that means.
and a
Big, bouncy, beautiful.
big
curls. That's what
bouncy,
she
beautiful, but
means.
big. I want to have big hair, but I don't have the patience to sit there. If I started from wet on, the more you diffuse, the bigger you can make it. I don't have that patience. So I'm just going to give you a little trick that I do. So my hair is still wet. I have not pinned it. I will go up and I will do circles. Now you have to be careful of this spot, girls, because there
This is where
is,
you get Bald spot.
bald spot. So
Or what you
want
think is bald spot.
yes,
you
you
know what I
want to
mean?
go into this area. It's called a cowlick. And so you want to get some fullness in the back. So I will go through my whole head doing this for maybe 2 minutes because that's my attention span. And then I will go around the
Clearly.
edges clearly. I will
Clearly.
go around the edges and then Jen's going to tell you more about this in a minute. And then I will pin it. Okay, so Roberta.
Her name is now Roberta.
Roberta. I pinned Roberta's hair. What you're doing is picking up a piece of hair. You're supposed to make it go higher than you want. One called rainbow clipping, one of the girls came up with. You're going pot of gold to pot of gold. Okay, and you're clipping it in the hair like Roberta has. And
You're going straight up and down with those pins.
you have to make sure you can
You want
get
them
to
to
that
stick out.
pin without pulling out your curls. So you go through and you pin
Oh, I
your
want a little
top.
volume here. Oh, I want a little bit volume here.
If you're real
This is
flat on the
great.
top,
If you want more height back in your crown area,
pin, pin,
it
pin.
will help your hair stay in its set position. This way you can dry.
And there's no rhyme or reason. Just
No.
pin, pin. I have one girl that goes sideways and she goes pin, 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 pin,
And
pin.
she's cool.
And she goes pin, pin. Now, if you like something to fall on your bang area, bring some down on your bang area and let it dry. But if your hair goes forward, it's going to go on its own. If you want it to all go back for some reason, you need to put it all back from the very beginning and pin it back like that.
This way that
'cause it'll
gel
never go
help
back.
that spiralicious. It's going to help that hair set where you want it to go.
Right.
So once I put my pins in, that's when I like to diffuse. Diffusing is super easy. Most blow dryers come with this thing. Has these little fingers right here. It clips right onto your blow dryer. They do have collapsible universal ones
traveling.
for traveling, or even if your blow dryer didn't come with one, you want to use your lowest heat setting, your lowest fan setting. That is to make sure that your curls are not getting disrupted. That's going to fight some of that frizz. Once it's on, you're going to cup those curls, and then that's it. You just sit there.
I'll make the noise.
The best part of this is you don't need to do anything. You literally just stand here. That's why some people can't do it. It's just too relaxing for them.
I know.
So you'll notice like right in here, again, I have short hair. So in here, I'm kind of cupping and going up. You know why? Because I like big hair and I cannot lie. Yeah, you know the song. So I will also hit it here. You can move it around a little bit if need be, but then I will also do the old 80s trick, flipping upside down, cupping it, boom, 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 flipping my hair back. It's big, it's glorious, it's wonderful. But because I have those pins in there, it's giving me that definition and that little separation up here with a little bit of volume so that I know that that's set and I don't have to worry about it. Now,
So
what's the next step?
to sleep or not to sleep?
Oh,
No, this is a big one. I
Yeah.
wash my hair at night. Okay. So I go through the process I just said. I put the pins in. I wash my hair before I make dinner. Okay. So I'm going to bed with dry hair. I'm also going to bed with hair that has a cast, that it's crunchy. I am not.
this is what you want it to look like.
You want to have a crunch
See
to
how
it.
wet and juicy that looks, but it's crunchy. All right, and I hear you. I hear you all. Crunchy.
We're going to get rid of that.
Six. Take a deep breath.
Ah.
We got you, girl. And man,
Yeah.
we got you.
It's cool. It's gone. So I go to bed like this. Okay. So I go to bed with it crunchy. You have two choices at this point. They all
You're gonna love
talked
them.
about, I know, they all talked about when I first started on this journey is you have to pineapple at night. You have to pineapple at night. I don't know if you girls or guys know what a pineapple is. If your hair's long enough, Jen cannot do this. If
Yeah.
your hair's long enough, you will take a
Scrunchy.
scrunchie that is not, has no plastic to it. Okay. So this is elasticy.
Jessicurl actually has available on online their own set of scrunchies that have avocado oil and the
Oh.
actual thing and like some kind of special fabric that's even better. for
Jen
your
does the
curls.
orders. She never tells me when anything new comes out. Never. I know, exactly. We'll get some of them. So, okay, so we use these little babies. So you would fling your head upside down, and you would put it on the top of your head and you would smash this all in.
Mhm.
Well, I want fullness in my hair, so that's silly. So I came up with called fruit salad. Okay, you will keep these pins. Where are you going? You keep these pins in your hair. Okay, so this whole thing would be pinned up. And then what I would do is I would go behind it. Okay, and then I would put this up and I would go to bed like this.
Mhm.
Okay. And then Okay, but that started 5 minutes late. And you would sleep on a satin
Satin
pillowcase.
pillowcase.
So important.
Yes, it's satin. It's silky.
And you
slippery.
flow. Remember, we talked about the cuticle. So
Right
if you're
on.
going to go on a pillowcase that's going to, every time you twist and turn, if it's going to break your cuticle and it's going to break your cast, you're going to wake up with frizz.
Frizz.
Okay, so you don't
Frizz.
want to wake up with frizz. Now, the second idea is,
And these are available in sort of colors and sizes right here at Edwards Hairstyling.
yes, is a sleep cap. Okay, so I wait till my husband settled in, maybe even sleep.
And you'll see why.
Yes, I've been married for 40 years, but this was not something I was like dying to get into bed with, you know. So you put this wonderful thing on your head.
Every
I'm not gonna
colonial
do it.
man's dream.
Yeah, I know. And you put all your hair, you could flip it up and you could put it in. And this is, and it's reversible.
It
And
is
so this
reversible.
is satin. Now I have gone to bed with my hair damp with this. Now I have my clips in still because I do it at night. So if you do it in the morning, you would be going straight into the next step. So the next step is if you're doing it at night, you would do it the next step in the morning. And if you do your hair in the morning, you would diffuse, you would be doing the next step now. So the next step is,
This is the oil blend for softer curls. What this is, it has jojoba in it. It has all these wonderful smelling I think there's like a coconut in here. Like it's so good. What it's going to do is you're going to use 1 to 2 drops, maybe, right? 'Cause you don't
at
need-
the most.
You don't need a lot. You super thick curly girls. Yeah, go 2. Go a good 2. You fire hair girls like myself, 1. That's all I need. And just a little bit, run it between those hands. And then Cindy's going to show you what to do with it. once
Okay,
it's
so I
on
just-
those hands.
I think we're down to our last 2 minutes. So we got to tell you how to get the crunch out. God forbid. Hold
God
on to
forbid.
this. So I took the
My hair's so crunchy.
I know, so I
know
took it
how
out. So now at this point, we are going to massage the scalp. And
Sometimes
that
they
is
don't
going
know.
to start breaking the cast. And
Now, when
then
we say massage the scalp, you're going right in to the scalp. You're not going like this and smushing those curls. You're taking those hands and going in between where the curls are, right to your scalp, and just shake it up a little bit.
Okay,
And then you're going to scrunch these crunch right out of here.
and now the crunch is
Did I
gone,
just come up
and
with
then you
that?
can
Scrunch
crunch
the crunch?
the
Oh
scrunch.
my God, I'm
Now, you
incredible.
never put your fingers in and take them through your hair.
Through,
They have
never.
to go the
In,
same direction out.
Did you get that? Boom.
Boom. Okay, we do that. Day 2, we might have to do a whole nother thing on day 2. No, so day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, because I do 7 days, you would mist.
That. Look how much better that looks.
I know.
It's softer. That oil softened everything right up. It has that volume. It has all that curl formation. Not an ounce of frizz.
Use that hair.
Not an ounce of frizz. And we literally just stuck our hands in here for you guys.
I know.
Repeatedly.
And it is still a little crunchy on day 1. It might be a little crunchy, and you could play with it a little bit more, but you crunch. You have to keep your hands out of your hair, girls.
Seriously.
If I get in,
Yes.
if I see you at the Acme and you have your hands in your hair, I'm going to come and yell.
And I
at
know
you.
I've been doing this all night
I know.
and like showing
But
you
that's
how to
just
do
for you,
things,
just for
but
you.
Don't do that in real life.
So day 2, day 3, you're going to pineapple again. You're going to mist the top, put a couple clips, put your cap
the
on.
all inspiring spray is amazing for your second day hair, your refreshers after your gym, gets odors out. It gives those curls a nice little hit of moisture. If you're not getting enough from this, you can go ahead and add a mist of water. And then you can add some of your product back in, or some gelibration spray, which is a spray gel.
Everything is water soluble that we've been talking about.
Yes.
If you wet your hair 50%, you have to put 50% more product back into it. If you just wet your hair 10%, you need to put 10% back in. Because if you go 6 days, you take 10%, 10%, 10%. By your
At the
6
end,
days, you had
It's like
nothing
you
left
stuck
in
it
your
there
hair.
in a
And then,
socket.
exactly. So you have to put it back in, but you have to use the water soluble. So this is your
Gelibration spray.
spray. And you would
Gelibration
spray, crunch, 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 and you'll go there. Then they do have a hairspray. I'm hurrying up here because I think we have
Yes.
1 minute. We're 1 minute over.
I'm not gonna her. This is my favorite thing. All right. Hairspray. I'm a hairspray girl. I love hairspray. So actually, after I'm done putting in my Spiralicious, I will spray this on because I like that little bit of extra crunch on my first day because it helps my style hold a little bit more. My second and third days, after I'm done hitting them with All Inspiring, that's when I'm giving another little shot of my Aquavescent hairspray. It is wonderful. It is lightweight. It does have a nice crunch, but once I hit those ends with my oil blend, boom, soft, lustrous curls. It's amazing. Also, they do have a stimulating scalp oil, which is wonderful for promoting hair growth. It's great if you have a dry scalp. It's great if you have a little bit of flaking. You can put that on and leave it in. You can put that on for, you know, a little bit extra on a couple extra drops. Leave it in, use it as a deep conditioner, but make sure you wash it out because it is what? An oil. But it's a good oil. Got what I'm saying? Cool.
All right, we'll take a deep breath now. We usually don't talk this fast.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
But
Don't let me tell you
we
that.
hope that you did